In this module, we will be looking into parts of speech, figuring out the parts of speech, and open and closed word classes. Every word is a part of speech. The term part of speech refers to the role a word plays in a sentence. The 8 parts of speech. 1. Nouns. A noun is a person, place, concept or object. Basically, anything that's a thing is a noun, whether you are talking about a basketball court, San Francisco, Cleopatra or self-preservation. Nouns fall into 2 categories, common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns are general names of things like planet and game show. Proper nouns are specific names for individual things like Jupiter and Jeopardy. Pronouns. Pronouns are the words you substitute for specific nouns when the reader or listener knows which specific noun you are referring to. You might say, Jennifer was supposed to be here at 8. Then follow it with, she is always late. Next time I will tell her to be here a half hour earlier. Instead of saying Jennifer's name 3 times in a row, you substituted she and her, and your sentences remained grammatically correct. Adjectives. Adjectives are the words that describe nouns. Think about your favorite movie. How would you describe it to your friend who's never seen it? You might say the movie was funny, engaging, well written, or suspenseful. When you are describing the movie with these words, you are using adjectives. An adjective can go right before the noun it's describing. For example, I have a black dog. But it doesn't have to. Sometimes adjectives are at the end of a sentence. Example, my dog is black. Verbs. Go, be amazing, run as fast as you can, win the race, congratulate every participant for putting in the work to complete. These bolded words are verbs. Verbs are words that describe specific actions like running, winning, and being amazing. Not all verbs refer to literal actions though. Verbs that refer to feelings or states of being like to love, to be, are also known as non-action verbs. Conversely, the verbs that do refer to literal actions are known as action verbs. Adverbs. An adverb is a word that describes an adjective, a verb, or another adverb. Take a look at these examples. Here's an example. I entered the room quietly. Quietly is describing how you entered the room. Here's another example. A cheetah is always faster than a lion. Always is describing how frequently a cheetah is faster than a lion. Prepositions. Prepositions tell you the relationship between the 2 other words in a sentence. Here's an example. I left my bike leaning against the garage. In this sentence, against is a preposition because it tells us where I left my bike. Here's another example. She put the pizza in the oven. Without the preposition in, we don't know where the pizza is. Conjunctions. Conjunctions make it possible to build complex sentences that express multiple ideas. I like puppies. I like kittens. I don't like crawlies. Each of these 3 sentences express a clear idea. There's nothing wrong with listing your preferences like this, but it's not the most efficient way to do it. Consider instead, I like puppies and kittens, but I don't like crawlies. In this sentence, and but are the two conjunctions that link your ideas together. Articles: a pair, the brick house, an exciting experience. These bolded words are known as articles. Like nouns, articles come in two flavors: definite articles and indefinite articles. And just like the two types of nouns, the type of article you use depend on how specific you need to be about the thing you are discussing. A definite article describes one specific noun, like the and this. Example: did you buy the car? Now swap in the indefinite article. Did you buy a car? Figuring out parts of speech. Sometimes it's not easy to tell which part of speech a word is. Here are a few easy hacks to quickly figure out what part of speech you are dealing with. Adverb. If it's an adjective plus the ending ly, it's an adverb. Examples: commonly, quickly. Pronoun. If you can swap it out for a noun and the sentence still makes sense, it's a pronoun. Example: we played basketball. Steve and I played basketball. Verb. If it's something you do and you can modify the sentence to include the word do, it's a verb. Examples: I have an umbrella. I do have an umbrella. Adjective. If you can remove the word and the sentence still makes sense, but you lose a detail, the word is most likely an adjective. Example: she drives a red van. She drives a van. When a word is two different kinds of speech, just like Y is sometimes a vowel but sometimes a consonant, there are words that are sometimes one part of a speech and other times another. Few examples. Work. I went to work. It's a noun. I work in the garden. It's a verb. Well. She paints very well. Adverb. He is well liked in his community. Adjective. I dropped a penny in the well. Noun. But. I cooked breakfast and lunch, but Steve cooked dinner. Conjunction. I brought everything, the pens you asked for. Preposition. Open and closed word classes. The parts of speech fall into two word classes, open and closed. Open word classes are parts of speech that regularly acquire new words. Language evolves and usually evolution happens in these parts of speech. They are nouns, adjectives, adverbs and verbs. In 2020, new words added to Merriam-Webster included deepfake, truthiness and contactless. Closed word classes are the parts of speech that don't regularly add new words. These parts of speech are more set in stone and include pronouns, conjunctions, articles, and prepositions.